Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Spiral Weave plus 11, so tier 11 plus, and basically how you can take it on. Now we're going to take a look at the build for my Brann, not Pran, and we're going to be taking a look at my character who is a Demon Hunter. So generally speaking, obviously we are going to be essentially taking a look-see at what, in terms of build works best here. For me, I am a Vengeance Demon Hunter. I am 650. I have a 2-set bonus, and I'm pretty well geared for this. In terms of Brann, I'm going with Utility Courier 3-dimensional Bioprinter, and for Combat Courier, I will be going with the turrets, so Pocket Factory. This is just something I've really grown to like. I'm not entirely certain why I prefer it over Mechasaur, but it is just something I like right now. It's just working very well for me. So, the only environmental hazard that you need to be concerned about at any point in time in this delve is the webs. The webs are something that is going to be a little bit difficult in certain areas. For the most part, it's pretty easy. Just don't stand on them. There are some mobs like Threadmancers who do have the ability to create more webs. Be wary of these mobs as they can very quickly close the gap that you have and make it a bit more difficult for you. Speaking of mobs, there is very interesting. So in this delve, it's a Nerubian style delve, but there is the Tortured Hostages delve, or the Strange Disturbances delve, I should say. The Strange Disturbances delve features enemies that are different to the standard Nerubian setup. So in the Nerubian delves, you'll see a Nerubian Lord where you want to avoid the cone slashes, which are priority kills, Threadmancers where you want to interrupt the bolt, Captains, interrupt the shield, Fearmongers you want to avoid, and Darkcasters you want to interrupt. In the Strange Disturbances variation, where you fight the peculiar Nerubian in the beginning, you will instead fight things like the fish people, the Kobish Tricksters. You'll fight, for example, the fungal enemies from fungal delves. So you face different enemies. You'll have to apply strategies from other delves to deal with those. A lot of the times, though, they don't put in the worst ones. So they put in ones that are fairly manageable. But it is something you're going to need to, I want to say, anticipate a little bit. Like, you can't just, unfortunately, make it work against them like you would the Nerubians. You need to know how they work. For some of the enemies, so the Kobish Spearfishers, be wary that they can pull you into other mobs. Be very wary of the fungal lords or captains. They cast a little conal AoE. They also cast Battle Cry, which will make the mobs hit harder. And be wary of the dark casters that you find from the other delves. So overall, it can be challenging. That's the only one where they change. The rest, they stay the same as the mobs on the left-hand side. So in terms of the story runs, you'll very quickly know if the standard Nerubian one is there or if it's not. Obviously, it's just going to depend on how comfortable you are with some of the other delve archetypes to how well you deal with the mobs that you can be faced with. All in all, personally for me, it wasn't a problem. I actually find this one easier because, like I said, they don't give you, some of the really hard packs that they would in other ones. They give you like a decent split. But you do face like the usual standards. Kobish Shapeshifters, Kobish Tricksters, Kobish Necromancers who will cast that big blowing AoE. Now in terms of bosses, there's only 2. So the delves generally have Overseer Castle. He's a giant Nerubian Lord, and he casts 3 abilities. Rupture, which is a huge conal ability. He then casts Burrow, where you want to move away. And then he casts Swarm, where you want to use CDs or heals. The only other option you can get is Puppet Master, which is the one you see me facing. He's actually pretty chilled because his first 3 phases are just mobs from the dungeon, but non-elite version. So you face him pretty easy. Then you face Skittering Chargers, who you can avoid the charge of. And then you face these Nerubian Web Weavers, who you can silence. All of them are non-elite, so it's actually pretty straightforward. And then you will face the Puppet Master, who will be using a mini version of Overseer Castle. The abilities are the same, so you can pretty much basically play him how you would the large version, but he's a lot easier because his stats are just lower. He's just not the same boss. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. If you have any tips or need any help, let me know. Otherwise, other than that, see you guys next time. Bye.